How many of Sukuna's fingers have you ingested?
Oh, dude, like 3 of them.
Oh my god. Victor likes the finger.
Oh my god, now it's going to be in the show.
What?
What I just did. Hello and welcome back to Corks and Controllers. I am one of your best friends, but let's face it, I'm your only friend, right? Victor Aparicio, and joining me today, as always, is the Cheesy Counselor.
Oh my god, we need to get your nickname. That's my name now. We need to get your nickname. But yes, my name is also Victor. You know, one day I'm just going to like take a poll at the office and be like, if you had to summarize a genius, a tech wizard, and a gamer, but give him a medieval title, what would it be? And watch it be like the magnanimous tech wizard.
I can't even say it.
Magnanimous wizard. No, magnanimous tech wizard. He is the anti-Elon.
I do love magnets. I think they're underrated magnets. They make all my tech really cool when they fasten to each other.
Make a task to poll the office as to what would a person who is a genius, a tech wizard, and a gamer be nicknamed in medieval regalia.
Well, my fate is in Oh my good gosh.
Apple,
Siri,
you fucking fail when you need it.
Why would you do this to us? Anyways. Victor, how have you been? How's your week been?
Fucking Christ. Oh my God. Where to begin? Where has my day gone? The tribulations I have faced today are bar none the worst that humanity's ever seen. That is what you must know.
So the thing was, I didn't have a day. It was fucking robbed from me.
I did not have a day. You know, when people tell you, like, I picked up my coffee this morning and the lady was all like, have a good day. I think I looked at her and just said, I will not have a good day today because it already is shit. Oh my Lord, has it been shit.
I like how you treat baristas like I treat my girlfriend last week. We're just like, have a good day. And I was just like, I can't even try. It's out of my hands.
Like, fucking don't tell me what to do.
It's literally out of my hands. I can't do anything.
No, it's like these are extraneous circumstances that are being projected onto me. And here I am like, you know, you feel like that little fat kid trying to, you know, dodge all the dodgeballs that are coming at you. And you're like, why am I even in this situation? Like, why? Like, I did not choose to be born, bro. Like, I don't want to devolve into fucking epistemological arguments, but I never consented to exist. Why must I bear the suffering of things that were thrust upon me that I had no choice in?
For some reason, the only thing I actually think of is that time when I was in dodgeball in like middle school. I forgot which grade, but I was in middle school, and it was an entire class, and it whittled down to like the last 3, and then like it took forever to get the other 2 out, and I was the only one left. And the bell rang, and no one hit me. And there was like freaking like 4 balls in the mix, and I'm just like,
you were the dodgeball legend.
I was the Matrix in there, and no one in my class remembered that. I'd be like, I'm in college now, and I'm still in touch with some people in middle school, and I'll be like, dude, remember that time I had that badass dodgeball day? And they're like, what? What do you mean? And I'm like, don't rob this for me. Don't gaslight me.
As that typical saying goes, when you peak in high school. Was that your peak?
Yeah, my peak was middle school. It's even worse.
But you did dodge all the balls, Victor. But now life throws balls at you that you cannot dodge.
Now I'm fucking diving right for the balls.
No. I feel that life is no longer dodgeball, it's fucking paintball. And we're not wearing any kind of like protection. It's just like, paintball to the crotch. That's life.
Oh, man.
So that's how my day's been. How was yours?
Oh, mine's been good. I've had a few days off for my day job. Although a new life development, I've started biking towards work.
Biking?
Yes, bicycle.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
In this great city, how are you not getting hit by cars left and right?
Well, luckily I live immediately behind my home is a decent neighborhood. So like there's like no cars anywhere in the morning. So that's fun. But right when you hit the main street, it's just like, oh man, it's like I am more than capable mentally, physically to not dodge cars, but obviously cross safely. It's just that you have to trust everyone else to be like, are you going to start speeding up as soon as I get in the road?
Yeah.
So now like I'm in the crutch of perfecting my bicycle route, where it's just like, it's like a billion times faster, and I would save like 2 minutes just like crossing when I want to. Or is it more worth it to be safe all year long by going to the crosswalk?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, at least in the crosswalk, you're somewhat protected by those blurry little white lines.
Yeah, right.
It's like, that is the universal code, like, you shall not pass.
And I'm doing it all. Like I got a high vis jacket that's orange, just like my car, and I put reflective.
What is it? Orange Fury? Fury Orange?
Fury Orange. And I put reflective tape all over my jacket as well, so I reflect at night. My backpack reflects. My bike reflexes. So
Damn, you are the reflex king.
So yeah. So if you hit me, like, I'm calling this guy. So
yes, please do not lay any fingers on this guy right here.
Like, you have so many opportunities to see me. I like it's not just that too. Like I bought these nice little rechargeable lights too, and they they flicker like crazy. They go, there's no way you won't see me before you hit me.
Damn.
So I got all the defenses, the legal.
Yes, you do. You have all the legal defenses there. You warn everyone of your presence.
Mm-hmm.
They can't say, I didn't see this guy. It's like, bitch, you're about to have a seizure from all the lights you're seeing right now.
Yeah. I know. Well, maybe someone's defense would be like, dude, those lights were blinding me before I hit you. They're not that bright.
Yeah,
plus
exactly.
Plus, I aimed them appropriately, like a car. I aimed them slightly low towards the.
So you're not high beaming anybody on the bike lane?
I'm not high beaming nobody. Plus, I take small streets, so there's no one to high beam.
So in the biker world that you are now a part of, is there such a thing as bike gating? Or like, is it tailgating, or what is it? Like, where you're behind a biker and you're like, bitch, hurry the fuck up. Is that a thing?
Well, that hasn't happened yet. I've only ridden for 3 days now.
Hey,
and
progress is progress.
But
your heart thanks you.
Only once has it been an instance where there was
bike rage.
There's a road where there's no sidewalk. This is a neighborhood, by the way. It's a residential with no sidewalks, and there's just like a guy, just sweet man, walking his dog, and he's like, ugh, and there's a car coming at the same time. So obviously, I'm just like, all right, a little bit of timing, a little bit of math, who's gonna cross,
elementary school math.
Who's gonna cross who first? So I can go around the other one. No, they because they're going in the same direction, they went the fucking same speed somehow. Like, I thought he was like stopping to like kind of talk to the old man, but no, for some reason he's like crept around the old man in the slowest way possible. And I was just like,
oh,
how's this possible? How's this possible?
How's this? Okay.
I was like this close to going in the dirt, just being like, I'll ruin my tires just to.
I don't think we need to remind you of the countless Twitter videos of bikers getting hit left and right,
I know.
So you need to be very careful.
Literally everyone who is not me is afraid that I'm going to get hit.
Yeah, I think I only fear more for bikers than I do for motorcycle drivers. Mm-hmm. Motorcycle drivers at least have a heavy piece of equipment that they can use to bestow damage upon. Mm-hmm. Your bike weighs what, like maybe 10 pounds?
I feel like it's less than that. Maybe I just, gotten so yoked over the last few days.
Damn, fucking Victor is swole.
Dude, but in the next few months, dude, my thighs are going to be fucking powerful, dude.
Yeah, it'd be thunder thighs. That thunder from down under. Victor Aparicio coming for you.
That video of that muscle lady like crushing a watermelon.
Oh my God.
And everyone's just like, this awakens something to me. That's going to be me soon.
To the men of the world, watch your women and men because Victor's coming after them. I just realized where that went.
I know.
My apologies.
I made it worse earlier with my balls comment. Now all the comments. The more subscribers we get, the more they're gonna watch old episodes and be like, "Oh, is Victor like bisexual?"
No, it's gonna get to the point that like on those little famous Twitter chats, like, "Hey, is he gay?"
People hitting up my DMs.
It's like, Victor, man.
And I'll always just have that one zinger for them. I'll be like, "Which Victor?"
That's true. That's true. Which Victor? And then they're gonna be like, "Dodge balls, Victor." Oh, look at the puns. Look at the puns.
Man.
Let's get on with the show, though. How about that?
Let's do that. Over here on the table, we got a lot going on, so we're just gonna focus on these drinks over here. I mean, we can talk about Mario all day, but
Oh, yes.
all you need to know is that that's a fun little
This
cartoony
is
thing.
a
Oh,
Xbox Series X.
There you go.
I cheated.
I was just like, whoa!
Yeah, I just saw a giant box and I'm like, it's a computer of some sort, and I see green, but oh, there's the name.
The cheesy counselor.
I cheated.
Finally got it.
No, not organically.
Not organic.
One day I will get it organically. Like, I know that little thing over there is a Switch, and the thing next to it I think is a Nintendo. No, that's not. They don't make Nintendos that big, do they?
The Switch is a Nintendo.
No, but the one right next to it to the right.
That is not Nintendo.
That is an Xbox.
No, the Xbox is in front of you.
Aren't there like different kinds of Xboxes?
Sure, but I only keep the most current ones out here. All the old Xboxes and Switches, Nintendos I have in the other room.
And it's not a console, right?
It's a console.
I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying.
It's PS5.
Nut. Yeah, there's no way in hell I was gonna get that. Oh, you guys missed our beautiful pre-Batman show thing. Oh my God, is it a wizard? Is it a superhero? Or is it a vampire? I think I named pretty much every single Marvel superhero and DC superhero and cosmic entities of the world before I even settled on Batman.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm not even naming the actor.
I was impressed that you remember all the characters, but not the actors that play them. So,
you know, it's like, to me, it's like the Harry Potter guy will always be Harry Potter. I don't fucking know his name.
The main Harry Potter guy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it Ron Rubin or some shit like that? No. It's, I don't know.
Come on. I know you got. He was. You know what's funny? No one knows what.
Dennis.
Dennis. No one knows what Daniel Radcliffe does after Harry Potter.
Where the fuck is Daniel Radcliffe?
He's Harry Potter.
Oh, that's the guy. Oh, you just so nonchalantly dropped it in there while I'm trying to guess it. So I'm like, oh, that's probably like a producer or some shit. I don't know. Daniel Radcliffe.
But we were talking about Robert Pattinson earlier because he's in one of those. He's in the movie that I'm going to pair with you, but that's later in the show. All right, Victor, we got a consortium of liquids in front of us.
Yes.
Because unfortunately,
because I've had a shit day
and could not grab.
Yeah, my day started super early in the morning where I'm like, oh bloody fuck, how the hell am I gonna cope with this? And so I'm just earnestly trying to get into my car to get to work, and I'm like 45 miles in, and I'm like, oh, I was supposed to bring a champagne today. And then it just got to worse, and then here we are. And so I just went to our community pot and saw General Sherman IPA, and I think that's a High Noon and a Happy Dad. No, it's a White Claw, I think, right?
It's a High Noon and a White Claw.
So yeah, who the hell knows what they taste like? We're gonna find out today. But yeah, that's my contribution for today.
We're about to find out. Fuck around and find out.
Yes.
So yeah, and these two guys. I meant to, on one episode, be like, whip this out, being like, hey, Victor, look what I bought. Might be fun for us to do a flight with them. But I got very impatient. I started drinking them because
it's beer.
It was back when we were delayed like weeks of getting back. Getting back to our little studio here. So all that's left now is a Taddy Porter and a chocolate stout. So
I do have 2 questions for you, though. What's up with these 2 books over here?
Well, these 2 books over here, they're part of the set, and no one's going to talk about them. No. So what we got here is a novelization of the video game Death Stranding. So it's literally just like literally just make a script out of the video game. Like turn the script into just a light novel.
That's a thing?
Yeah, that happens.
I didn't know that. I thought it was always the other way around, that a video game is made from a book or a movie or whatever, you know?
Yeah. But it's pretty fun because like I wanted it for the key art alone. I never intended to read this like soon. I was just like, one day I'll sit down with it. But yeah, but I just wanted the cool art. And then I thought for some people it might be easier to ingest the world of Death Stranding.
Yeah, that would be perfect for me.
By a book, because trust me, if you played any Hideo Kojima game, you're just like
no. Hold up.
What?
He's the guy that makes your life miserable, right? That's the one where you can unplug the fucking thing and it'll still. You were talking to this guy.
Who guy?
He created Mario, no?
No.
I thought I was going somewhere with that.
No, Miyamoto created Mario.
Well, you were talking about Hideo Kojima or some shit like that because he makes games that like you purposely have to think about like how you're going to approach it.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Death Stranding is one of the ones made by him.
Is one of the ones that's made by him, and yeah, but if you play any of his games, you know, with I don't know, with bad comprehension skills, you're gonna be like, what?
That'll be me.
But you know, if you absorb things more better as a novel, like I thought, like my girlfriend Nicole would get a kick out of this. I thought my friend V would get a kick out of this, avid book reader. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll let him borrow it. I think they got their own copy though. And this is like a fun little art concept book of Life is Strange. The first one, there's 3 Life is Strange games, and this one's about a bunch of teenagers in an art academy and a mystery. Ooh. So this is like a fake, what are those called? Yearbook things, or no?
I saw writing in there. What's going on with that?
Oh yeah, this is like a fake pamphlet, like Welcome to Blackwell. So this is what happens when writers and world builders are just like, let's pretend that the characters in the game made this book.
Interesting. So this is like a little burn book /
Exactly. Like this is.
Are there any faces crossed out, like scribbled out?
There is. So this is the 2 main characters of the game. This is Maxwell and her
She's
friend
taking
Chloe.
a selfie. Oh my god.
And yeah, like this is what the book would look like if Max was like writing like about her adventure in this book. So it's very fun. Whatever. Here's some characters.
Oh my god, I just saw the letters LOL.
Oh yeah, they say hella too.
Oh, the Californians, great. They're one of us.
I think the story is based in Oregon, actually.
It is. I saw Oregon in there, and I'm like, they're stealing our words.
So there you go.
To our YouTubers and Spotify listeners and podcast listeners, hella is a Californian word.
Yeah, don't take it from us.
Exactly.
So that's that one. That one's fun. So yeah, there you go.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, because I saw the 2 books, and I'm like, I recognize this book over here, but those 2, I'm like, Blackwell Academy and Death Stranding.
All right, Mr. Victor, what should we have a little taste? Should I get a little taster cups? Are we going to open all these?
Up to you. I came here with the intention of popping 3, but now we have 5. It's like fucking multiple. What's the Pokemon that like multiplies all the time? Is it Digidirt? What's the little worm thing?
Diglett?
Is it Diglett? Like Piglet?
I thought that's what you were trying to say.
Yeah, it's like the little starts as 3 worms, and then it like evolves into like 8 worms or some shit like that, then evolves into like 1 million of them. Well,
he kind of stops at like 3 or 4.
I tried, bro. My brain today, like I'm trying to remember like all the different, I was gonna say senpais of Dragon Ball Z, all the different Piccolos. What are they called?
Oh, Nameks.
There we go. Yeah, the Nameks, because I know there's Piccolo. He's the main one. Then there's the evil Piccolo. I know he has his own name. And then there is the little Piccolo that becomes like King Piccolo. I don't know. I'll have to wait till Victor comes back. He went to go with the little tasters. But in the meantime, fun facts with Victor Villalbazo. So, if you know me and my wine trivia, this is a question I love to ask pretty much every single person that knows about wine, especially if I'm the one training them. So, the question is, what are all the approved varietals of Châteauneuf-du-Pape in the Rhone Valley? I want whites, reds, and rosé. Yes, there is a rosé. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. Time's up already. So up over here, Victor will probably put a list of all the Châteauneuf-du-Pape varietals. Now, let's see how many of them I can guess. Oh, my lordy. It's been a while since I've been asked this question myself. So there is Grenache Blanc, Grenache Gris, Grenache Rosé. There is Roussanne Marsanne. Oh, no, this is Châteauneuf-du-Pape. Okay, so it's Grenache Blanc, Grenache Rose, Grenache Noir, Roussanne, Picpoul, Muscardin, Picardin, Blanc, Counois, Mourvedre, Syrah. Oh, lordy. What are the rest of them? Bruh. I already said Muscardin. Bruh. Blanc. I already got that one. I know, time's ticking. I'm like trying to figure out like what the fuck are the last ones. I already said Counois. I think I already said Cinsault. Why am I blanking on all these? Like, oh my god, at one point I had all these memorized. Okay, I give up.
Well,
back to reality. So I got that many right out of all the, whatever, 13, 15, 17, 18, whatever they're currently at.
Editor, is Victor the winner? Put it right here. Oh, it says you suck.
Now just try me. Try me. Try me.
I thought I had two little fun sniffer looking
what the
glasses.
hell is this?
So instead,
It's a frog with a strawberry. What the hell?
instead I got soju glasses. So we'll just do our little tasters here, and then here's our little dump cup.
Oh, yay. Yes, because we love a responsible drinker.
We love responsible drinking. Just don't spit in it because
It is see-through.
I think it'll be funny if someone drink it at the end.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Sounds like we're leaving it to me. Anyway,
Yes.
Victor, where shall we start?
I would say let's start with the least bitter one of the bunch, and I think that would be the mango, whatever the hell that is. Oh, yeah. Is that a White Claw or is that a Happy Dad?
It's a White Claw. I don't think there's zero Happy Dads.
I mean, they all
I get what you mean though. This is kind of the color scheme of a Happy Dad.
I mean, they all look the same, honestly. Now the fun part is to see if they all taste the same. So when we taste this, we're looking at a few different things. We're looking at the size of the bubble, how the bubble feels in your mouth. We're looking at the flavor concentration, as in, is it as bland as what's that sparkling water that has like no flavor? LaCroix. Is it as bland as a LaCroix, or does it feel like a Pellegrino where it's like super concentrated?
It smells like used bathwater.
And it smells like what?
Used bathwater.
Oh, they said Jesus is bathwater. I'm like, whoa, okay. It smells like heaven and it's a Holy Spirit.
Sorry, White Claw. You can still sponsor us if you want. I'll say whatever you want.
Yeah, it does smell like sparkling water. You know what it smells like? My neighbor used to drink these like Great Value flavored sparkling waters. Mm-hmm. It smells like that.
Oh, wow.
It smells like a fake mango. You know what it reminds me of? Mango bubblegum.
Oh, okay, yeah. Not artificial mango. That's okay, though. That's fine.
Huh, so it has 2 grams of carbs, 100 calories. And is this sparkling water with neutral spirits added to it? Oh, no, it's seltzer. So it's spiked sparkling water with a hint of mango. So this has...
Getting dumped out for me.
Purified water, alcohol. Oh, so straight ethyl alcohol. Natural flavors, cane sugar, citric acid.
Ethanol.
Citric acid, natural mango juice concentrate, but there's no color.
Zero color.
Yeah, it's like, I think that... Ooh, that tastes like a monster. Sorry, thank God you guys didn't hear that. Yeah, it's like, if there's mango concentrate, I would expect there to be a tinge of orange.
Nope, it's just flavoring.
Ooh. How do the youngins like this?
I don't know. They probably like the 100 calorie part and then go short.
Oh, that's
Is it no sugar either?
I think it has
2 grams. 2 grams added sugar.
You can't even taste it.
No, you can't.
Even with sugar, this would taste horrible.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think on a A through F scale, I would probably give this a solid D plus. It's serviceable, but it's not very good.
I give it a regular D, straight D.
Oh.
This isn't helping your...
Editor, put the graph here.
Yes.
Oh, very nice.
I give
very
this,
skilled.
Yeah, D minus. I mean, a D plus on mine.
All right, let's go to this one.
Yes, let's see the difference between a high new. So White Claw is the original hard seltzer, right?
Oh, this guy's vodka.
Oh, so we're stepping it up a notch here.
Yes, we are.
This guy over here was made with just ethyl alcohol. This one actually is vodka.
Now, I heard these are supposed to be delicious, though,
I
because they claim real juice and quality vodka. So it says no added sugars, 100 calories, gluten free. So all your conscience is safe if you're slamming down high noons.
High noons, interesting. Well, let's go.
All right.
So this flavor is what?
This is the grapefruit vodka soda.
Well, okay. Why go to a bar and order a grapefruit vodka when you can just get a high noon? So the bubbles on this is already like a lot. They're a lot tinier. Like they're a lot more uniform. Oh, this stinks.
Yeah. Why do they stink? I mean,
oh, it smells like a grapefruit rind. Like, you know, like when you're peeling an orange and it has like that bitter scent, but still kind of citrusy.
I mean, I'll give it to them if they are using real juice, that it at least gives it a more authentic nose instead of like a chemically added flavor.
Yeah, it's not horrible. It smells gross, but it doesn't taste horrible, but it's not yummy.
Anyways.
Yeah, taste it. It doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste good. It's like the straight purgatory of the spiked world. I don't know if I dislike it or I don't know if I like it. Oh, Victor, my good Lord. You are going to get yourself some catcalls nowadays.
This is the episode where I'm just like knocking on the door, the closet door.
Oh, Lordy. What's that R. Kelly song?
It's like, who's in there?
Yeah.
Should I open the door?
Do we want to open that door?
No.
What do you think? I'd give this a solid C.
I think it's better. I think if I'm at a party and they're like, sorry, bro, we got our high noons and White Claws, I'm like, give me the high noon, dude.
Yeah, I think I would do the same. Although this one, I would give this a low C+. I would say if I had to give this a numerical rating, like, you know, like when you get like your papers back from your teachers and it says A-, C+, whatever, I would go out of my way to put this one that it's like, yeah, you got a C+, but you only got a C+ because your numerical score was a 76. 75 and you get a straight C. Like you barely made it to a C+. Like barely. Don't get your ego up because you're still 4 points away from a B-.
I'm going to continue my trend of going one step lower than you. Just a regular C.
Okay.
Just regular C. There's no plus for me here.
I think it's just a step better than the White Claw.
Other than it actually tastes like something, it's not that much better. Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord, that is putrid. Give it a whiff.
Okay. It's the high noon is mostly overpowering everything else somehow.
That is an unnatural scent.
That part is true, but still, mostly.
If scent could be sodomized, that's what that sounds like.
Let's ruin the color of our dump cup here.
Oh, yes. Yay. Let's add some gluten.
So this is my favorite one. I think I've had this before with the Ramirez episode. No, I didn't actually. What did I have?
You had a Tioga Sequoia.
No, I had this. Anyways, enough of that. I put a clip of me drinking this already.
Yes, and now while you're doing that, let me ask you this. Since you love this beer so much, do you miss it when this was in a glass bottle?
I do, yeah. I mean, I'm kind of biased for the planet because I can imagine people aren't throwing their freaking
glass into the
recycling. I mean, they won't with this either, but at least it's cheaper and like more breakdownable than plastic and glass. Maybe.
I know that the beer world is pretty unified that a canned beer stays fresher longer than a bottled beer. But I don't know. Part of me just believes that beer just tastes better out of a bottle. It's like the cold cork on a bottle of wine. Like it just sounds cool.
I know. It's kind of like Mexican Coke, even though Mexican Coke legitimately uses different ingredients. But it has that like effect on me. What's that called? Placebo? It has that placebo effect where I'm just like, ooh, a beer out of a bottle?
Ooh, no, let me raise the Pepsi Coca-Cola wars. Have you had Pepsi recently?
I have.
Have you noticed that the flavor is not there anymore?
That's not there?
Yeah, it feels like it's like more linear. I used to feel that both Coca-Cola and Pepsi used to be really good, but I feel that Pepsi either dialed back their caramel flavoring because like on the finish, when you drink enough wine, you start analyzing soda a little bit differently.
Right.
But like the finish on the Pepsi just feels thinner. And I'm like,
interesting.
Why did you guys do this?
I was more thinking that in my recent years, my allegiance to one brand over the other just simply died out. I'm no longer the sit down in a restaurant. Hey, can I have a Coke? All we have is Pepsi. Oh, I'm out of here. Like I'm no longer feel that way. I'm just like,
I'm too lazy.
It's delicious enough. Just give it to me.
It has sugar. It's carbonated. Give it to me.
Yeah.
Although I will say this, that my favorite soda today is still root beer and followed A&W specifically. But shortly thereafter, if I had to dedicate a winner of the soda wars, I would go with Dr. Pepper.
I would have to go with Bart's for my root beer choice.
Really? Why?
I don't know. It's just there's something about it.
I will say it does have a creamier texture. I
Mm.
think that they're using more of the mallow stuff in there to give it like a really creamy, like almost like you have an ice cream scoop in there, but you don't kind of texture.
Oh my God. I'm so, what's the right word for this? I don't want to make anyone feel bad about themselves, but I would be enlightened if a video that I was a part of, I was more behind the scenes, came out. Me and my friends made a video of comparing like all the Coca-Cola or all the root beers that you can buy in Fresno, and they tasted them all in one. It was hilarious because they were dying by the end of it because they had
so much bubbles.
But we tasted so many good root beers, and it's just,
What were the winners?
I don't remember, but it was a hilarious video. It was fun watching them suffer. I was the cameraman, and I was also fucking with them too. Such good video.
We should do that again. Maybe not to the extent of every single root beer in Fresno, but like say we coordinate, each of us get 3 different ones, and then we just do a live tasting here.
It's a beverage show, man.
It is. It doesn't always have to be alcohol. I mean, I do like my alcohol, and if we really wanted to be, I'm not going down the hard root beer route. I will die on that. That I am not doing hard root beer. I think they all suck. They all taste like black licorice, in my opinion.
I will tell you this though, from what I remember of the best root beer from that messing episode of, I don't even know if it was even a speakeasy or if it was something else, but one of their favorite root beers was like this seltzery root beer that had like no coloring, like.
Really?
Like, yeah, it was called a seltzer too. So it's like, it's like root beer flavored water. They tasted it. It tasted the most like root beer than any of the cheap ones. What the fuck? Like all the cheap ones taste like garbage. This one was above them. And
but
even pairing up with like real.
But what about like the texture?
It was there. It was creamy.
What the fuck? Yeah. Witchcraft. Bring me whatever the fuck his name is, Robert Pattinson. I need a wizard at this moment.
I hope I still have a copy of the video, but anyways, it was so weird. It's like Victor's gonna edit it. No, they were gonna edit it. No, someone else, and we lost track.
Aww.
Anyways,
well, on to General Sherman.
General Sherman.
Sante. I was gonna say Sante Kampai. Smells like beer.
Oh God. Let me refresh my memory.
That's tasty.
Of the hops they use because they're my favorites.
Simcoe, Citra, and Mosaic.
Oh, you were so good.
Yeah. Again. You know, maybe the universe is now bestowing graces upon me where I had the name of the Xbox right there and the name of the hops right there. Damn, Victor's about to be like, damn, witchcraft is real.
They do say the ultimate application of AR, which is augmented imagery in front of your real life perception. Kind of like having like little displays in your glasses. The ultimate application for that is if I look at you and it puts your name right over your head.
Oh, that's terrifying.
It's terrifying and should be, we should just put a law in front of it before that's even invented. But you know, damn straight, everyone would love that. Or love that too, because we all forget each other's names.
Yeah, but that's just a breach of privacy on so many different levels.
It is.
Oh my God.
You'll be the ultimate politician within the week, though. You'll just know everyone's name.
Yeah, and I don't know. That sounds terrifying. It's like, oh my God. I'm just thinking of all the pitfalls of that.
I know.
Have you ever seen that dog meme where like he's like, it's a Chihuahua, and he's like having bomb flashbacks to World War II? That's what's going on in my brain right now. I'm thinking of like that scenario, this scenario, and I'm like, that's the end of humanity.
You remind me of the one where it's like a hamster and like he's trying to eat this piece of seed or feed from the owner, but like the owner like kind of pulls it away from the hamster, and the hamster looks straight into the screen, and then he starts having like Vietnam flashbacks, but instead of Vietnam, it's like cutscenes from Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah.
The music starts playing. It's just like, why are we here?
Yeah. Oh my God. There is. Oh my God. I.
So good.
So I have to show you this meme because it is a meme of memes.
Oh.
I
mean, the memes of memes for me is the heavily bearded cat. It'll always be my most favorite meme.
So this meme, where the fuck is it? Is one of honestly the best memes I've ever seen, and it's scary, but I feel that this meme speaks to me. There's actually two that I want to show you. Mm-hmm. So when you said that the goal of AI was, or augmented reality was to, have everybody's name above their head, this was my first instinct. So I'll send you that one so you can put it up on the screen here. And then the second one was...
Oh, Cristo.
Yeah. Where in the bloody fuck is this meme? Why is it so hard to find a meme? Oh, here it is.
This is why you gotta right click on them. Let's see. Standing among the ashes of a dead soul. Ask the ghost if honored matters. I love how that whole strip's just like...
You did that earlier in the show. So apparently that's from a video game.
It is? The quote you mean?
Can I phone a friend?
Yes.
Okay. Because this person, I showed them this meme and they were like, that's from that video game. And I'm like, I wonder if Victor knows.
We're so off track. It's a good thing we can make a 2-hour episode if we wanted to. The silence.
Yes. And we will remain anonymous for him.
The rings. The ringing.
Hey, Victor, how's it going?
I got a question for you, my good sir.
What's up?
You remember that meme that I showed you that said something along the lines of, what was it? I just lost it. The one where it's the crawfish standing amongst the platter of fish, and it says, stand amongst the ashes of a trillion dead souls and ask the ghost if honor matters.
Yeah.
What video game is that from?
Huh?
What video game is that from?
Oh, to be honest, I'm not sure. I was on Reddit, and it was like, the thread was, what's your favorite video game quote, and what games they're from? And that was like the top of the most, like the highest rated one. I could look it up real quick and text it to you.
No, because I remember you told me like on the spot, you're like, oh, that's a quote from blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, it's a picture of dead crawfish, my dude.
Yeah, but the quote, I'm pretty sure it's from a game.
Well, no pressure there, but I just wanted to check in. Thank you very much, my good sir. Alrighty, bye-bye. Oh, you're bye. Okay, so I retract my previous statement. He did tell me the name of the video game because apparently that is a big-time quote.
Big time rush.
So, yeah, that was your daily dose of the meme.
Full-time rush?
Full-time rush.
What show am I thinking of? Oh, wow. I'm sure the editor knows.
Come on, man.
All right. What's up with these other ones?
What's up with these other what's?
Oh, wait,
we need to get to the pairings.
We need to rate.
Oh, General Sherman, 9 out of 10.
Oh, dude.
This is an A.
S tier. S tier General Sherman. I have a little one. I have another one.
So, would you like to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Oh, for the sake of the dump bucket.
Hold up. Stand amongst the ashes of a trillion dead souls and ask them if honor matters.
I need to get the thing. I like how many times you have to. Oh my god.
Honor does matter. And I regret that. That is so disgusting.
Oh man.
Oh my good God.
I'm gonna taste at the end, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna get worse.
Do you remember that chip you made me taste on air a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago, whenever the hell that
Oh, the
was?
Switch.
Oh, that's what that tastes like.
Everyone loved that short, by the way.
Yeah. I feast upon my misery.
And by everyone, I mean like what? Like 0.00001 of the internet.
Yeah, but still a significant amount of people that saw that. Oh my good God.
Okay.
So before we pour this, do you want me to start your first pairing, or do you want to ask me your pairing?
Okay.
Because boy, I got one for you today.
All right, shoot.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah, you went first last time. I guess that's another case for me going first.
Shall you?
Shall I? Okay. So last week I hinted that I was going to do one on the boy and the herring, but then I thought I want to put more thought into it. I want to remember a few things first, so I can give you a really detailed regale before you go. Because we're all about accuracy here at Corks and Controllers.
Yeah.
No, I didn't actually. What did I have?
You had a Tioga Sequoia.
No, I had this. Anyways, enough of that. I put a clip of me drinking this already.
Yes.
If we give you a pairing,
I want it to work.
It's got to taste delicious and it's got to look delicious to your eyes too. So,
Yeast.
I don't know why I threw it on the floor. I did all,
I was looking at that and I'm like, you're going to have to pick it up now.
I did all that work to be like, now I can neatly throw it away. And
Boom, there it goes.
toss it on the floor. And so I did a little bit more remembering the plot. So The Boy and the Heron, as you may or may not know, is the latest Studio Ghibli movie. And the reason why people...
Say giblets?
Ghibli.
Oh, Ghibli. I think you said giblets.
Ghibli, however you like to pronounce it.
Is it GIF or is it GIF?
I say it both ways all the time without thinking about it. But yeah. But the reason why Studio Ghibli is renowned for its animation style and its storytelling and all this stuff is because it's one of its lead directors who does most of the movies is Hayao Miyazaki. And Miyazaki he's just astounding. He's like a brilliant creator and like film director. And a lot of people, especially in the 2000s, would compare his movies to like being like the Walt Disney of like anime.
Really?
Oh yeah, like even in the way the movies look and ebb and flow, throughout the scenes, it has that quality, that Disney quality to it, and just really focuses in on like facial animations, character movements, body language, and all that stuff. Like
yeah, interesting.
You can really tell by how the characters move what they're even thinking, which is
weird,
technically brilliant. To be able to convey that by just fucking drawing it and being like, yeah, people know what I'm doing. It's just like, oh man, so talented. Anyways, so this is the latest one, and the reason why it's a very big deal because it's Miyazaki's first movie that he directed in like 10 years. Because this guy's like on and off being just like, yeah, this is probably my last movie. He's one of those directors that like every time he comes out with a movie, he's like, yeah, this is probably my last one.
This is my last one. Everyone goes apeshit when they comes out.
This is my last one. And then everyone thought Boy and the Heron was it because he was just like, this is going to be a technical feat even more than I already do because I'm going to draw twice as many frames as it, because usually movies are like, 24 frames, 30 frames per second or whatever. And to do more frames than that in hand-drawn animation, obviously that's just
way more a lot of work.
Way more work. Like they do use, computers or computer-assisted animation as well, but the principal scenes, the storyboarding especially, it's all by hand, and it's nuts out. So like, that's the reason why it took so long. Another part of it was him just kind of like moseying around, thinking like, I gotta live my life before I start thinking about another movie. And so like, some of those years he just spent off. But anyways, big point is, Boy and the Heron comes out. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I went into the theater to see it because now with the partnership of Disney's subsidiary G Kids and Studio Ghibli, they had like this nice deal going on where like when Miyazaki's movies comes out, they put it in theaters first. Because usually us in America, they're just like, just put it on DVD and give it to those fucking Yankees.
Yes.
But no, he's such an international appeal, a strong fan base no matter what country you're in. They deserve to put it in the theater, and so they did. I was hoping to see it in Japanese, but for some reason it was like one of the last nights to see it, and they only had it in English dub, which turned out to be fine because usually when you see top tier Hollywood actors being casted to voice Japanese characters, you would think like, ooh, do
Yeah.
Hollywood actors even know anything about animation in general, let alone Japanese animation?
Yeah.
So, but it turns out they did a really good job. People like Christian Bale, Mark Hamill, obviously.
Who the hell are they?
Oh my god.
Christian Bale and Mark Hamill.
Christian Bale, good actor.
What's he famous
He
for?
actually used to be one of the Batmans.
God. Batman is my scourge, and I will never rid myself of it.
And Mark Hamill, amazing. Mark Hamill. He's Luke from Star Wars.
Oh, I thought his last name was Hamill. Hamill.
Hamill.
Okay, that makes more sense.
But arguably people know him even more.
I know
as
him
the voice.
because of fucking The Last Airbender.
He's in The Last Airbender. Mark Hamill actually does
He's
anime.
the fucking
sometimes.
Fire Lord Ozai, right?
I believe so.
Damn, where are the 90s kids at?
I haven't really watched Avatar. I only watched like a few episodes. But I'm pretty sure he's in there.
How dare you?
Well, how dare me?
You were born in the 90s. And you didn't watch all of Avatar? The real Avatar, The Last Airbender?
I'm getting lectured by
You know what? Fuck
The chief counselor right now.
Legend of Korra, but you never watched The Last Air. You don't know about Aang's history?
No, because I watched real
Here
anime.
you were, and you were trying to get me to watch a fucking 9,000 episode anime called fucking, what the fuck was it?
A 9,000.
Fucking the cat person, the cat guy. Fucking Leonard Nimoy. No, not that guy.
What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know. It's like
Where's
you
your rant going?
Naruto, that thing.
I was not trying to make you watch that. I don't want anyone to watch Naruto or One Piece.
But
I tell people to watch real anime.
Avatar: The Last Airbender is like the Yu-Gi-Oh for us 90s kids.
Oh my god.
How could you not watch that?
You know, I only watched like 2 seasons
That is
of
like-
Yu-Gi-Oh as well. I only watched like the island one and the one after it where they have the
My perspective of
arm.
Victor was up here. All of a sudden, it just took a big dip, y'all.
Now, Victor, we are best friends, but I will not have you
Yu-Gi-Oh
besmirch my
and
good
The
name.
Last Airbender.
Lecturing me about Avatar and Yu-Gi-Oh. Come on.
Those are 2 rites of initiations for us millennials, my good sir.
All right, hot take. You never need to watch either of those to be a good anime fan.
Hot take. You have to watch those if you want to be a good person.
Now we're
The
going.
lessons you learn in those 2 shows. I will not call them animes because they are so much more.
Now, Victor, you may work with lawyers, but what you're doing right now is slander, maybe even liable if any of this gets written.
Mark my words. Those 2 shows trump any kind of anime that I've ever
What are
seen.
you talking about? Okay, Avatar: Last Bender has a great story progression or character progression and good story. Yu-Gi-Oh, come on.
No, my good sir. Blue Eyes White Dragon, Exodia,
English translation
the
alone.
3 Egyptian
The
gods.
English translation alone from 4Kids trashed that anime.
Do you know
and
how
everyone
many
knows it,
times I
although
would
it's
wake up
nostalgic.
early on Saturday mornings so I could watch Yu-Gi-Oh? I didn't give a shit about TV. But Yu-Gi-Oh and The Last Airbender, those 2 things.
When I turn on the TV
I moved hell and high water.
and I see it's the ending credits to Yu-Gi-Oh, I'll be like, oh, I missed whatever. And then I go outside.
Pikachu would be disappointed in you. How dare you call yourself a millennial?
What the heck?
The holy trinity of those 3 shows, and you have not watched 2 of them? Sip that beer, you plebeian. You have work to do. But anywho, carry on. My your perception to me may have been damaged, but does not mean that we cannot move on.
You don't even know who Mark Hamill is. Anyways,
And
Mark
do
Hamill-
you even know what the Fire Nation did?
they did a lot of damage during the war, didn't they?
Oh, they just committed, I don't know, like Airbender genocide. But yeah, you would know that if you watched the show.
Whatever. That's why people hate that guy with the burnt eye.
You named your cat Mako
Yeah, after Final
from
Fantasy
the
VII.
Legend of Korra.
No, that's Final Fantasy VII. I don't give a shit about Korra.
I don't either, but that's a derivative.
Derivative.
Here, I thought you named beautiful Mako after The Last Airbender.
No, I told you from the beginning it's Final Fantasy VII.
I
That's
know.
the lifeblood of the earth, bro.
Lifeblood of the earth.
Not some stupid ass character that no one gives a crap about.
That
Where
is
is my
his
cat?
name. Where is he? I didn't see him when I walked in.
He's probably sleeping. Anyways,
Okay, let's sign a
So-
temporary peace treaty and move on.
How are you going to besmirch the good name of pumpkin pie and then get all mad over Airbender?
Those two are not the same thing.
Well, they probably
One
have the
has
texture.
done- one has
they both
done-
probably have the same texture.
One has done a significant amount of good for the world. Another has not.
Yeah, the pumpkin pie was the one that did the good.
How many pumpkin pies end in the trash the weekend after Thanksgiving?
No,
I
because
could
everyone
tell
eats
you.
it all.
Oh no! Again, we're going back to Freudian slips over here. You have uncognizanted, baby problems that you want baby food.
Okay. How long is this episode? Okay, we're at 50 minutes. All right, so Boy and the Heron, fantastic movie.
After the show, you're dunzos.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Kaylin can't replace this.
Death by King's Cup,
Sorry, Kaylin. you're amazing.
ladies and gentlemen.
Anyways, so I meant for my speech to be much shorter, so now I have to cut straight to the plot. Okay, so The Boy and the Heron is about a kid who, in the very beginning, mother passes away in a tragic village fire. It's almost as traumatic as watching all of Airbender, and so he then has to go.
I'm about to put, I don't know, some someone on judicial notice here.
His father remarries, and then obviously as a young boy, the main character is a young boy, by the way, named Mahito, and obviously there is that tragedy of stricken, being ripped from your mother through a tragic death, and then obviously adjusting to like a new family, living in a different part of town, all the trauma that comes with that when you're a child and you're just like, I don't want to listen to anyone. I'm just going to go on my own adventures. What does that adventure equal to? Freaking listening to a talking bird called a heron. I don't know if you ever put a picture of a gray heron right here. A real
Yeah,
one.
they eat fish. Yeah, those nasty fucks.
Yeah. Imagine those nasty fucks dove into your window and started talking to you about being like, I know where your mother is. And like, it's just like,
Okay, I'm hallucinating. I'm on some good shit at that point because I don't know what's going on, bro. A bird is talking to me.
there is a scene where he gets like kind of bullied, but he does fight back. So like, he's a tough kid. And so like to be like, what? I hate my new school. He takes a fucking rock and bludgeons himself in the head to get out of school for the rest of the week.
Okay, that's a little hardcore there.
It's hardcore. So you probably would think you're hallucinating from a head wound when a bird comes talking to you about, your dead mother's in this passageway to another dimension. And he's just like, I'll follow you. So that's the start of the movie. It gets really trippy from there. A lot of, parallel dimension-ish kind of jumping stuff going on. And I think I'm going to really, unless you have any questions, I'm going to save the rest of it for the audience because it's a very new movie. I know sometimes I can get a little spoilery. I got no complaints for it though. So, but I'll leave it there. Story of, tragic family happenings, but let's bludgeon myself in the head and go on an adventure.
So I do have a pairing for you, my good sir. Oh,
Very
do
nice.
I?
Very nice.
So we're going to go back to a place that I talk about a lot, but this specific wine is a little bit different than the other ones. So remember the name Tablas Creek?
I do remember that.
So the name Tablas Creek, spoiler alert for you, if I quizzed you on the grapes of Chateauneuf de Pop, they have all of them now.
Wasn't your first gift to me a Tablas Creek?
It was a Tablas Creek. I think it was a Tablas Creek Paddling. No, it's the Tablas Blanc that you guys drank on the show, I think. When you guys needed wine.
Oh, so it wasn't your first gift to me.
Lord Almighty, the jokes make themselves, don't they? So, Tablas Creek, they specialize in Rhone varietals, and what is unique about this movie, to me at least, is the fact that this kid pretty much decides to leave his home far from what he knows, and then takes a little bit of a beating in this new place, I guess. But ultimately decides, okay, you know what? I'm going to go explore. Mm-hmm. I'm going to listen to this random freak of a bird and, decide, hey, I'm going to go out there and do my own thing. Mm-hmm. So Tablas Creek, they specialize in Rhone varietals, but they have one lone little grape that sticks out like an odd end. Actually two, but this is the big one. So Pinot Noir is a finicky little thing. It's known as the diva of the wine world. Gets too hot, it says, oh, I'm going to crack open. It's too hot for me. Mm-hmm. I'm going to die. If it's too cold, it says, I don't feel like waking up yet, so you get green berries and unripe fruit. If you think you have the temperature just right, it'll be like, it's too humid. Let me get moldy. And if you think the temperature is maybe just a bit too cold, it's going to be like, let me give you some bell pepper notes in there. So it's really a finicky grape. So the founder of Tablas Creek, what is cool about him is that his name was, it's not Parent. Oh my goodness. Jason Haas is the current proprietor. It was the original Mr. Haas. So he is actually the guy that decided to import a whole bunch of expensive high-end wines before they became famous. So wines like Romanée Conti that go for like about $25,000. He also came up with the whole concept of futures for Bordeaux wines. So any kind of first growths like Mouton, Latour, Haut-Brion, all these different wines, famous wines, he brought them in and whatnot. What captivated him at first was the wines of Burgundy. And these are your Romanée Contis, your Leroy's, your Meuniers. I feel bad for our editor because these are some complicated French names, but I'll follow up, in writing so that he knows what he's doing there.
We'll make some notes.
But yeah, so the original founder of Tablas Creek, Mr. Jason Haas's father, pretty much made his name and reputation on the Pinot Noirs of Burgundy. So it kind of went weird when he decided to settle down in Paso Robles and plant a whole bunch of Rhone varietals. It's like, oh, what in the world is going on here, He partnered with the people of Chateau Beaucastel, the parent family, and out came Tablas Creek. I really don't know how he got the idea eventually to be like, you know what? I know I'm in the Paso Robles area, but what the hell? Let me plant some Pinot Noir. That is the last place on earth I would ever expect Pinot Noir to be grown. And even then, the Pinot Noir is planted on his former estate vineyard at his house, which is in the Templeton Gap, where it's a little bit colder. I don't know how in the hell his wines, the Pinot Noir that he makes, are so fucking good. They are ridiculously cheap at like, what is it, $38 I think on the website. It's that Pinot Noir is so elegant, so beautiful, so aromatic, and I know that the summers in that place get so hot. This poor wine, just absolutely goes rambunctious. Oh, it has gone up in price. So it's now a whopping 50 buckaroos. Cool tip, if you are a member, the price goes down. If you're a member, I think it goes down to like about $38 a bottle. But this Pinot Noir is named full circle because pretty much when the original Haas decided to venture out, his original, wines were the Burgundy wines of the Pinot Noir. He goes and makes his name for himself with the parent family with Rhone varietals. And then when he's getting ready to retire, he says, you know what, Pinot Noir, let me come love you. Come to this place where you don't know what you're going to do. Let me plant you in this place where it's unknown, where Pinot Noir doesn't grow, but let me show you what could be. Mm-hmm. Sadly, he passed like maybe 7-8 years ago and never really got to see what Pinot Noir actually achieved. I don't know how that movie ends. I hope it ends well. But for the sake of it, that estate vineyard out in Templeton Gap is doing very, very well. Mm-hmm. So as a little homage, to Mr. Haas, the full circle Pinot Noir, excellent wine. That is my official pairing. Mm-hmm. So that's Mr. Jason Haas. Yeah, he is the current proprietor. His father is the one that started the Tablas Creek Vineyard with the original parents.
Very cool. All right.
So yeah, that is my pairing.
Go find yourself Pinot Noir from Tablas Creek. Be a member.
Yes, you have to be a member. You have to be a member. Yes, you can't buy that. It's such a limited. I mean, it's a vineyard. Literally, that Robert Haas is his name. That, oh my God. Pardon me, Jason, and everyone at Tablas Creek, but that guy was a badass motherfucker. I mean, he pioneered so many things in the wine world that now we take for granted, like Futures, like Romanée Conti, like Meunier, like Maison Jadot. I mean, like, this guy really knew what the future was. So yeah, he was a badass motherfucker, an absolute legend of a person. So mad props to you, Mr. Robert Haas. You done well.
But can I get Tablas Creek in my establishment?
Yes. You actually have the flagship wines, the Esprit Blanc and the Esprit Red, or Rouge in French. Mm. Except I think at your establishment, you guys sell it a little bit pricier than the website, which is understandable.
No one needs to know that.
No one needs to know that, but
I don't control the price.
All the wines from Tablas Creek are great and fantastic. Their Roussan infuriates me a lot, but it is really good when it is good. But yeah, that Pinot, oh my God, it's just so beautiful.
So yes, spring for the membership. Victor will probably tell you it's more than worth it. And
Yes.
then watch this movie when it eventually comes out on Blu-ray. Yeah, very nice. It's funny. I'm glad we got a classic direct pairing. Usually we've been so grandiose and like world perspective, being just like, imagine Godzilla and everything he means, and you and then you paired it with
Champagne.
think of the tragedy of champagne.
Yes.
And we're just like, did we actually give anyone a pairing?
Well, I mean, any champagne would have worked. But so for your next pairing, boy, do I got a good one for you.
Okay.
So there is this little grape called Sauvignon Blanc.
Yes.
I would say 6 out of 10 times I loathe the thing.
Wait, should we taste this first?
Yes, actually, I think I took a little snibble of it.
afraid-
This is what? The Taddy Porter?
This is the Taddy Porter from Samuel Smith.
How do you say that in English? Like in the English accent?
Daddy Porter?
Got him! Victor, what's going on with you today, my good sir? Daddy Porter? Like,
Who is Victor?
he
And
has a girlfriend, by the way.
Who is Victor and which is Victor? Which Victor?
Yes, which Victor? Daddy Porter. Wouldn't it be Toddy Porter?
Taddy Porter. I have no idea.
I feel like they have like a very like luxurious, elegant way of saying that.
All I know
Would you
about
like some
Samuel
of the
Smith
Toddy Porter.
is that they are so proud of their heritage that it's on the back of literally every packaging, the bottle, and the whatever they put it, the wrap it in.
We love our original colonials,
Yeah.
or colonizers as they are called. This is damn good. It's so smooth, so light, so easy to drink.
I do like that. I like that a lot.
For the research.
For the research. Oh, wow. That color is getting going.
Nothing like a good tawny port, right?
All right. So please continue while I open this thing.
Yes. So Sauvignon Blanc, 6 out of 10 times, I loathe the thing. My God. So really bad Sauvignon Blanc will off-put you to the point that it smells like cat piss and grapefruits. Where's Mako?
Did you see him?
No, I'm trying to find a cat so I could go smell its butt.
Huh?
No, just kidding. So that's what Sauvignon Blanc, especially from New Zealand, can smell like. Sauvignon Blanc from France, depending where it's grown. So Bordeaux, different story. Loire Valley, like in Sancerre, Puy-Fumé, totally different story. California, same thing, different story. So like I said, 6 out of 10 times I hate Sauvignon Blanc. Now, there is a producer up in Napa Valley called Joseph Phelps. They are famous for their Insignia, which is like a $300 bottle of wine that a not-so-favorite celebrity of mine named Luke Bryan likes to drink. I don't like the guy. I do not like the guy. He was rude to me. But anywho, so Joseph Phelps...
How are we going to get sponsored by him if you keep insulting all the great legends of wine?
Because we are fans of an actual gentleman named Luke Combs here. Beer
sounds familiar.
never broke my heart. That's what he sings. Versus Luke Bryan sings about, something about the critters and the birds and about his grandma's wheelbarrow and some shit like that. Yeah, no. But anywho, so Joseph Phelps, I was at that winery. Ooh, I don't even remember when this was. I don't know how they convinced me to buy their Sauvignon Blanc. I really don't. So the year on the bottle is 2018. So I possibly bought this in early 2020 at the winery because there's no way in hell I'd buy that at the store. I'd be like, nah, Joseph Phelps, no thank you. For their white wines at least. So I was in my storage a couple months ago going through my bottles and I'm like, what the fuck is this bottle doing in here? And so I looked at it and I'm like, this is like a $25 bottle of wine. Why do I have it in here?
I must have been drunk.
Yeah, something like that, Like I looked at it and I'm like, Joseph Phelps Sauvignon Blanc 2018. So my first instinct was, this thing is past its prime. I'm going to open it, maybe take a sip, hate it, cook with it, something like that, So for some reason, it makes its way to my workplace. And it's the holiday potluck, and I'm like, well, I'm going to need some white wine, for like deglazing my dish or whatever it is. I opened that wine. Oh my God, dude. That thing smelled like a straight up like piece of buttered toast with like honey and apricots. I took a sniff and I'm like, bitch, what? What the fuck is this? What does that stupid, what is it, the lion from the Chronicles of Narnia say?
Oh, what does he say? He says, "Ride me."
No, not that. He says something about like, what kind of black witchcraft magic is this or some shit?
Oh, okay.
Isn't that what he says?
I have no idea.
Didn't you watch that movie?
I watched it when I was a kid.
It's that old?
I was in class.
Wow, I just learned of it because of the memes.
Okay.
It says something about like
does have a lot of
don't
names.
recite black magic to me, witch, because I was there when it was written or some shit like that. But anywho, that's what I was
That
thinking.
sounds badass.
But that's what I was thinking when I smelled the Sauvignon Blanc, and I'm like, nah, this is too good to be true. So I took a sip. My guy, that thing was so velvety, so rich, so zesty, so full of life. And at that point, I'm like, oh my God, I have to take California Sauvignon Blanc serious now. Why? So the thing about Sauvignon Blanc, especially in California, is that I'm sorry, Victor, I'm not going to. Oh, I did it. Okay, great.
Yay.
Sorry, Bar. The thing about California Sauvignon Blanc is that I would say like 9 8/10 of all bottles sold get drunk like within the first 2 hours that it's bought. Mm-hmm. No one buys this stuff to age it. No one buys it to put away. There are a few Sauvignon Blancs that command a couple $100 a bottle from Napa Valley. Mm-hmm. But again, no one buys them with the intention of saying, oh, I'm going to put this away. Sauvignon Blanc is a wine that when it's good, it's zesty, it's clean, it tastes good with shellfish, tastes good with sardines.
Right.
Super crisp, easy drinking. I really don't know how the hell that bottle ended up in my storage, but I'm happy it did because, oh my Lord, that is a solid A+ wine. And what's bonkers is that wine is probably worth like, I don't know, $15-$20 at a grocery store.
Right.
What even a few years can do on that wine. Like, so again, I must have bought it in early 2020. We're barely in January 2024. Just 3 years. Mm-hmm. Turned this thing into a magical thing. What do you got for me, Victor?
Let's see. I do have some things in mind.
Let me give you some, what is it when you talk about literature? It's not the prose. It's like, what are the fucking arbitrary concepts that you have to think about? When you read a book, they're like, what were the themes? There you go, that shit.
Oh, yeah.
So like the themes of this wine, I would say for the purposes of pairing would be an underdog for sure. Not well respected. Has a bad reputation, especially when it gets old. But for some reason, a few years, and it just absolutely convinced everyone, holy shit, they're worth it. They're great. They fucking did it.
Wow. I do have a few ideas with that kind of progression in mind. So right now I'm just thinking like which one would probably match that bottle the best. And I think I got it. So the first one I was thinking was like a personal story of me in GTA Vice City. But that's more of a personal story of me not understanding it at first. It was always a great game. But I got like weirded out by some of the visuals. I was like, oh, I'm going to turn this into fucking Game Crazy.
Ass twerking.
Yeah. Shout out to Game Crazy, by the way. R.I.P.
Oh.
And then, but there's another story I may have mentioned on the show before of No Man's Sky, where it was just like, but I think the difference is that everyone always believed in it. It's just that their heart was broken when the game came out and it did nothing that the guy promised. But as progress out of all, like in like 9 years, it progressed to like one of the most like best games people say it's like the best game they ever played. But I do have one that kind of matches it, especially when you said pairings with some sea creatures, some crawfish and stuff.
Yes.
Because the game I'm thinking of is a life on the sea as a pirate. Now, people would know.
Or matey.
Well,
Shiver me timbers.
Now, people who know me know that I hate pirates, so you're getting some high praise right now. Anyways, there's this video game called Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves.
What's important about it is that it's made by a developer called Rare. Now, Rare, back in the heyday, during the Nintendo 64 era, was like just bonkers good at everything they did. They did Conker's Bad Fur Day. They did Banjo-Kazooie. They did Donkey Kong 64, and loads of good games. Did they do GoldenEye? GoldenEye 007. Best first-person shooter on the N64. Now, they in more recent years become like very diluted for what the prestige that studio had, because when Microsoft bought them, they made them do like weird Kinect body motion camera games that like were not that good. They relegated part of their team to making like Nintendo, those things that look like those Mii's, like little mini avatars of them. They relegated a prestigious studios to making clothes and like accessories for your little digital avatar. It's just like, why would you do? That's like, I'm trying to make a metaphor for your world. That's like, like that's like taking one of those bottles that you mentioned before, the Grand Cru's, and being like, oh, I'll use this to cook my steak.
Oh yes, that hit the feels. That hit the feels. For sure it did.
And so when they announced like their first real game that's like wholly made by them and like their directors and their producers and stuff like that, people are like, oh, is this Rare coming back, to its former glory and making a brand new game? Now, a lot of people who remember those days are very nostalgic for those Rare days, or just like, the answer for them was yes, like Rare is back. They made a game. That's all they have to do. That's how much they believe in them. And I feel like that's sort of similar to just being like, what is this? For what I mean is, for kind of pessimistic people like me, being like, what is this Sauv Blanc doing here?
Exactly. Yeah. Like, what the fuck is Rare doing?
Like Rare doesn't make games anymore.
Yeah.
Just because their name's on it doesn't mean it's going to be good. That's like the same feeling. It's like just because it's Joseph Phelps and just because it's a Sauv Blanc, like what are Sauv Blanc's California? What?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like I see a California white wine that's like under $20 and I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do with that? It's like it's like that meme with you're poking it with the stick and you're like, do something. And it's just like cat piss and gooseberries and grapefruit. That's all it says, And then it's like I'm poking this one and I'm like, I have Gyarados looking at me and I'm like, sorry.
My bad. And that's what happened. The game came out and it was a little glitchy at first, but they did it. They gave you a pirate adventure where they just drop you in. You're a guy, there's a boat over there, and it has multiplayer where you can have a legitimate human crew pilot a boat. It's fantastic. Some people are like manning the fucking thing where you pull on it.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that's just called, but I know what you're talking about.
And the sail like rotates to realistically turn the boat and stuff like that. And then there's like these cartoony ass pirate adventures where it's just like, ooh, an abandoned island. What's on there? Fucking ghosts protecting treasure. And you're defeating ghosts and stuff like that. You're like, fucking shit. And then like you're following maps like a pirate would, where it's just like a weird faded photo and like maybe some dotted lines.
Yeah.
But you have to put the puzzle together. You have to look at the narrative through the environment and being like, oh, there's a skeleton here. This is probably the guy who made the map because he had like a fucking necklace with the picture of his wife on his neck or some shit. And it's like, oh, so it starts from here. He probably went this way and you follow that and you find legitimate treasure. And like you can use that to upgrade, have better boats, have better weapons and all that stuff. And then if you see other multiplayer people out on the sea, you can just have a straight up fucking boat battle with them. What the fuck? There's a Kraken.
So Rare has done it.
Rare has done it. There's a Kraken. It turns out it wasn't, because it did come off as like an Xbox Live arcade, although that program doesn't exist anymore. But it came off as like, is Rare making like this random $20 game? No, they made an experience that's like worth their time, and I think it's free to play. Maybe I'm remembering that wrong, but I think it pays for itself by buying yourself like eye patches and hats.
So now let me ask you this: is Rare back, or is this just like blast from the past?
Rare as they were is not back, because you would think Rare being back is them wholly believing in 3D adventure games, and they would like make a new one like every few years. That business model is done for Rare. They'll probably come with a new game soon, but they're just going to support Sea of Thieves. But Sea of Thieves has that classic Rare adventure and discovery
that you would assume would be something that's unique to Rare.
Yeah, exactly. Damn, that's
a beautiful pairing, Victor. You really nailed that one there.
Yeah, so get this Joseph Phelps Sauv Blanc,
And age it for a couple years, by the way.
age it for a couple years,
Like, and not even a long time, just 3 years, literally.
in your stores that you have to Uber to because you're probably drunk and you're just like, what did I put this in here?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, just put it in the chilliest place in your house on its side where it doesn't get hot during the summer, and you'll be fine. And all you have to do is just wait 3 years.
And I think if Safety is not free, then just pay the 15 months for this.
You know what's going to be cool is going to be like in 3 years is we're going to come up with a new game by then.
I sure hope so.
So then you can be drinking that Joseph Phelps Sauvignon Blanc with the rare.
Because I do woefully believe that game developers nowadays are very talented. If they just had those principles stayed from those,
Original
that
days.
90s era, I think they can recreate magic.
I miss those 90s era days because like everything was built to last. People actually cared. Walmart wasn't creepy.
Walmart was in the 90s?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, no, as in like you could go to Walmart in the 90s and not be creeped out by like everything.
Gotcha.
I could be like, I don't know, grocery shopping with my family and I wouldn't see, I'm going to rephrase this thing. I could be shopping with my family and not be scared by the G-string that's staring at me, through the various flaps. Yeah, that's Walmart nowadays. I have not stepped into a Walmart in this city unless I have to, like unless my boss is saying, hey, stop at this Walmart for this, because I'm terrified.
And you're just like, does it have to be Walmart?
I would rather pay the extra 25 cents and go to Target.
Right.
And it's like, sadly, Target is now becoming that too. So I'm like, do I really have to go to Trader Joe's?
You're going to have to not see those G-strings.
So, anywho, yeah. I think that pairing banks. And
All right.
I think we're just about out of time now.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
We timed this one well.
Victor, here I thought you wanted to fight me all night long over Airbender, but we brought it back.
Yeah. It's forgiven. It's forgiven.
Although we do have one last
did I
drink.
miss here?
I believe that's Nicole.
Where is Aang when you need him?
Nicole?
Aang?
Is that you? We're recording, so I hope everyone,
Nicole.
I hope
How you
everyone
doing?
heard that burp.
Oh, that was a burp? I thought that was the door.
And I know a Nicole burp when I hear it. Anyways. But we do have one last drink.
Yeah, one little last drink. So this one is the Samuel
Samuel
Smith.
Smith organic chocolate.
I was like, I know this smell. This smells like a brownie.
What's so organic about this chocolate?
Oh, that is so good. Nicole,
That's the best one.
come taste this chocolate beer. It tastes so good.
That's the best one.
Give her the whole bottle. She deserves the bottle.
Sure.
This tastes so good. It's like perfectly sweet, not bitter, just chocolatey.
Definitely chocolatey.
She's like, no, it's
did not agree.
she's like, it's still bitter.
Did not agree with the not bitter part. Meanwhile, my sick mouth, there is no bitter.
Compared to all these nasty things, except with the exception of the General Sherman, this is like by far like 10 out of 10.
It's a bit.
Another S tier.
Very, very good.
Okay, for Nicole, that is fantastic.
Compared to the other things I've had that are like deep stouty.
So would you say that like on a scale of fail, pass, barely pass, or exceptional, where would you put this?
Pass.
Okay,
It's
good.
fine.
That's high enough. That's a B plus in
Pass.
everyone else's world.
It would be good. Like I could picture like drinking this with like.
Let me see that real quick.
pudding.
Oh my god, and it probably would taste a lot better cold, like actually cold.
It's a little cold.
Oh, King's Cup for Victor at the end of the night.
You want this?
He has a High Noon, a White Claw, a Taddy Porter, a General Sherman.
I need a little.
Wait, is that all just random combos?
Yeah, this is the King's Cup of the night.
go. Now
I
you
took
can
a
have
swig earlier and
I need to.
Ooh.
I need to taste perfection one last time before
I felt like I just smelled a Rice Krispie sprinkled with chocolate and grapefruit
This is
juice.
gonna be terrible.
I took a swig earlier, dude. It was horrible. At least now you have the chocolatey flavor.
I'm gonna chase it with Monster. Okay.
No, it's not.
Thank you guys so much for.
Yes,
joining
thank
us
you for tuning in.
This episode of Course Control. Remember, you can leave a comment anywhere. That's YouTube, Instagram.
Ooh, leave a tip at our bar. What's the tip link?
That is ko-fi.com/Corks and Controllers.
Yes.
Every dollar you put there will go back to the table. Now,
Yes, time
I
for
bid-
the King's Cup.
I bid you adieu.
Adieu. Oh, you wimp. That was a little sissy sip. Take,
Oh.
take a bigger sip.
Oh, why?
Alrighty. What are the notes on this one?
The notes are
Oh, I see that face. It's that same face I made when I licked that chip.
the notes are hospital room and doctors
So
prescriptions.
sterile hand sanitizer and dish soap is what he tastes.
That's just where I'm going to end up.
Yeah, that was rough before the chocolate stout in
No,
there.
the notes is like the ethanol of the White Claw and High Noon, trying to pierce through the thickness that is the malt and the hops of everything else.
Maybe this is the millennialness, but I think we really prefer the beers over the seltzers now.
We sure do.
'Cause I think I gave the beers all at least a 6.5. They all got like B's or higher versus the seltzers. Ugh. High Noon and White Claw, you got some work to do, buddy.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next week. Ooh, and also, stay tuned, you guys. We're going to revisit a wine that was not very good the first time, but now the stash has been secured, and that'll be making an appearance next week. So watch.
Even I don't know what's going on.
Yes, it's witchcraft.
See you then.
See ya then. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.